There it is. There it is. What's going on, world? Feeling like spider webs and bugs on me. I'm over here walking through hella shit just to get over here, you know. But I had one of those, I guess you could say long weeks. You know, I worked 4 days this week, three and a half, more or less, three and a half, more or less. But yeah, I was working, so that was a fun little thing. But let's get into it, man. Let's get into this American Bully right there. You can barely see it because it's inside the plastic. Went to go visit my friend Kabub. Does my tattoos and everything. Went to his tattoo shop down in Kent. Went to go check out dude at Gray Suns. You know, he sells cigars now, and I was like, ooh, I'm at this point, I'm only supporting you. And he was like, what about the spot you visit? You know, East Side Bellevue, and I'm like, I mean, you got a spot now, so I'm just going there. It's that simple. It's that simple for me. So there I am, and that's where I be now. So I went down there. I bought like I couldn't even tell you, bro. Like anywhere from I can't even tell you, like about 10 plus cigars, 10 to 13 cigars, something like that. So I had a handful. I just had hell of them, but boom, there it is. See if that's too holographic or not. The American Bully, and what better place to do it than over here at Garfield, where hold on, bro. I went to high school. You know what I'm saying? Sit there with the fucking yeah, dude. It's crazy, crazy like such, man. But there it is. Go get that little V cut up in there. Those that don't know, man. Two V's make a X. Two V's make a X. For those wondering, you feel me? But 4 days were spent with labor, so 3.5 days worth of work. I don't have my what do you call this direct deposit set up, but I do have what do you call this? I guess I'll be getting a check in the mail or something. So we'll see how that works out. Mr. Axolotl, what's going on? Chase Buck, damn, what's up? Everybody dropping in at the same time. What's going on? Hope y'all having a good night, man. There it is. There it is. That's what I needed. Yeah, man. So it was cool, man. It's like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I worked. You know what I'm saying? Hope I have a good night. Hey, you too. I appreciate it, Chase. Thank you, man. Thank you. The brand. This is actually American Bully. American Bully. Let's see. PCC Community. American Bully. PCC Community. Got a bulldog on the front. You can't really see it because of the light, but yeah. American Bully cigars. It's kind of a looks more like a Maduro, a little darker. So might be a Habano. I couldn't even tell you. You're gonna sub. I appreciate it, Chase. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here, man. You know, I'm just checking in. You know, just doing my thing, just checking in. A lot of it's just self checking. You know, a lot of it's just like dropping in. And I wanted to do a live last night, but something told me preserve your energy for tomorrow because you got to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's your Friday, so just make sure you work and preserve your energy. So I just ended up preserving my energy last night, which is crazy. Hope you're having a good day. There's not nice people like you in this world. Make sure that's a lot. You know what? I appreciate you saying that because I thought about for some reason I thought about some mean stuff I did in elementary, like all the way back in elementary. I just started thinking about mean shit I used to do, and I started thinking like, I'm not. I guess part of me was thinking like I'm not perfect, but then like I guess like who I am in this moment matters more than who I used to be, as long as who I used to be didn't like damage or brain damage someone or whatever. I don't know. Does that make sense? You know, my thinking process because I think a lot about Mike Tyson, where it's like he's such like a you know what I'm saying he's such like a person where he has a lot of regrets, but I'm also like you're also some he's also someone that a lot of people look up to. You know what I mean? But he deals with that kind of feeling a lot. But yeah, just ask God for forgiveness. You know what? I've had an agreement with God where I was like, listen, you know, I'm the type of person like let's say I die and then I you know I go to heaven or hell or something like that, right? If I meet God and God's like, hey, you got to go to hell, I'm gonna just agree. I'm like, yep, cool. If that's how you feel, I got you. I'm gonna go right down. Like I'm one of those where it's just like whatever God got for me, man. I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I'm going that direction. That's how I be feeling. You know. I mean, I'm not like I think like when I was a kid, especially like there were times as a teenager where I was struggling a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be like, I used to talk with God and ask questions sometimes. You know, for better or for worse, I would ask these questions, and then like I remember getting hit with blessings. You know how it is with blessings, man. You that should be delayed sometimes, like a week. Sometimes it's delayed like a month, man. Sometimes it'd be a whole year before that blessing come in. But it's funny when it comes in. I was like, you know what, man, I appreciate you, but the moment it arrived, I realized I could have just went and got this myself with my own power. I just had to figure it out. But being shown that through God, it's like, oh yeah, okay. At least it let me know. So then I was like, I stopped asking. I stopped asking too much for stuff. I was like, whatever happens, whatever you got for me, let's see what it is. If anything, try to send me some challenges. And if the challenges you send, you know what I mean, um, create some protection and blessings for my family or whatever, I'm cool with that. So that's how I started feeling. You know what I'm saying? Those are my conversations started to shift a little bit. But yeah, I've been there. You understand what I'm trying to say. I think you guys understand where I'm coming from with that. Nobody's perfect, but only one and mighty one Jesus. Yeah, I feel that. I hear that. I'm not mad at that. I'm actually not like I'm not like a religious person. Like I've had family members of different types of religious backgrounds and spiritual backgrounds and whatnot. But like I've also had my personal conversations and personal interactions with God just throughout my life, ever since I was a kid. So I've always had that understanding, but I've never denied the existence, if not the blessings that I've ever gotten. You know what I mean? Like that was how I knew. Um, I don't know what the word is. Like you get what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm trying to say. Um, I just knew. Like it's just one of the things. Like I found out early. Went through some hard times. Like early. I'm talking about like 3, 4 years old, going through some stuff, and then questioning God, and then giving an answer early, like right away. I'm like, damn, okay, that's a sign. There it is, man. James Grant, what's going on? I appreciate you dropping in. Thank you for being here, man. Just chopping up about life a little bit. I was just talking about like I had work, and then it's funny because during the workday, I'm like, I can't wait for this day to end, bruh. Um, can't wait for this day to end, and then all of a sudden, it just ended. So it's finally ended, and here I am. Watched the Mariners beat Tampa Bay. I felt good about that, and then here I am smoking my end of the work week cigar. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying myself tonight. Feel me? I just hear people walking their dogs and whatnot. But I appreciate you guys dropping in. Thank you for being here, man. I'm just, you know, I don't have that much good lighting on this side for some reason. Let me see. There's so these what do you call these floodlights, flood lamp, whatever things. Um, I'm sitting like behind me. You see this fence? It's what do you call this? What do you call this, bro? It's a tennis court. There's a tennis court behind me right there. So I'm just sitting in front of the tennis court, if you will. James Grant. Let me know where you live at, and then I'll tell you where I live at, if it's all right. But I live in Seattle, man. I was born and raised here, so I was born and raised in Seattle. You know what I mean? But where are you from? Where are you from, James Grant? You know, appreciate you asking. Oh, oh, DC was good. Damn, DC is DC where they be saying Joe? What up, Joe? Is that it? I don't know. Chicago got something like that too. Let me know if DC is the other spot like that too. DC, man. I need to visit there one day, man. Gotta go. Yeah, how's it going, bro? It's crazy, man. Like I had a planned trip to DC. I don't remember what year that was because I had a friend that lived out there, and then he kind of went AWOL on me a little bit. Ari, what's going on? Ari, am I reading that correctly? Yeah, down in the capital. What they call it, man, Chocolate City. You know what I mean? I was thinking about that one song. There's a jazz song by Roy Ayers. I don't remember if it's called DC City or something. I can't remember how it go. It's cool. It's just him chanting about DC City. That's it. He's just talking about DC. It's just some jazz. She just hella smooth. There's a lot of other songs. I mean, Substantial's from over there too. Those are like my only insights to that. You love the content. I appreciate it, Chase, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. It's interesting because I finished pretty much my year of participating in Beyblades, or buying the Beyblades, I should say, because I'm still gonna participate in it. But I will say, like, I'm gonna figure out what my next year is gonna be. So I don't know when that's gonna start. But funny enough, I have been looking into a few things community wise. There's like a couple community center related stuff, and then just in general community stuff where I'm like, if it's not that, I'll probably just do some sports stuff or just get back to boxing and recording that. But we'll see, man. Because I don't hate being that person in the gym with the camera. Like I don't want to be the like I'm not mad at people that have cameras. I'll just throw up the peace sign when I see the camera. But I'm good. You know what I mean? Remember, God loves you and watches you, even if that means he. Let me know if I'm reading that correctly. He have to watch over every one of the devil. Hold on. Let me know if I'm reading this correctly. Everyone, the devil wants you to have terrible punishment. I see. I kind of catch what you're saying, Axolotl. I appreciate it. You used to love Beyblades. It's actually having a resurgence right now, Chase. It's kind of funny. It's going through a moment right now. Like this boom and resurgence. Again, I don't know how much of an influence I had on that because literally from last year July 27th when I first participated, I filmed a little bit, not too much, and I started posting it as the months and the weeks were going. And then as it started to kind of whatever evolve, it just kind of blew up. Now I'm not saying I had anything to do with that. I think the community was already there. I just kept talking about it. I kept vlogging it. I kept going on live stream talking about it, and then everybody just slowly started doing the same. So I'm not saying that I was the biggest influence there. I think people like Alamella and like Zanky and shit like that, like those are big names in the Beyblade world. Those guys really started getting the ball rolling. That's just my personal opinion because it's cool, like when you're in the Beyblade space, at least the one I'm in, it is majority like white people. So then you kind of think like, I don't know if they really like me or whatever. But then when you see people like Alamella, and then you see other people actually enter your personal areas, and you're like, you know what, man, it's just like a thing where it's just we're all kind of united with this game here. So I really like that. But the content behind it started really booming, just for whatever reason, like from TikTok to YouTube to IG, I guess everything just boomed, and then here we are. Like it's just kind of weird, but I'm happy to have participated and uh, met people and kind of help usher them into just sticking around because it's a nice community to have. Honestly, my bad. Do I play any video games? Axolotl. I mainly play like RPGs, bro. So like, I'm more of like a Pokemon, Dragon Quest kind of person. I'm waiting on the new. It's funny because in October I'm waiting for the new Digimon, I'm waiting for the new Pokemon, and I'm waiting for the new Dragon Quest. But if you go through my video stuff, you'll see like a lot of like just playthroughs. Like I'm just doing like hour long, 30-minute to hour long playthroughs of certain games. Kind of going through all my childhood stuff. Right now I'm doing Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, so I'm trying to record and finish that. People say games are for losers, and really it helps people know about stuff they might need in life. It's kind of funny. When I was a kid, I played Pokemon and I learned a hell of vocabulary. Like I learned about the word fissure, I learned the word guillotine. You know what I'm saying? I learned words like magnitude, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And then even like a simple one like hydro pump. It's like, okay, what is hydro? Hydro is just like another word for water, if not the scientific word. You know what I'm saying? Like when people say hydrolysis, or you know what I'm saying? What's that one hydrocodone, hydro, you know what I'm saying? Like just those are like pills and drugs and shit. And those are things that are like real life things that deal with water. But it just helped me learn like prefixes, and I guess that's a form of Latin. I could be word. Is that a Latin word? I could be wrong about that. I don't know. But little things like that kind of just had me thinking. You know what I mean? But it's also like my teachers at the time. Some of them were probably like either super religious or super like they liked science, but they weren't into science. If that makes sense, because the concept of evolution from Pokemon to Digimon, they didn't agree with. They're like, oh, that evolution stuff, that's kind of demonic. So people used to feel that way. Like that's how some parents used to feel. A lot of those parents and teachers back then. So they used to look down on us for playing Pokemon and Digimon. They used to be like, "You guys are into that? I don't know. I'm not into that like evolutionary whatever." And I was like, I don't know how that got. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of like lines that get blurred. There's a lot of lines that get crossed. There's a lot of circles that overlap. that kind of Venn diagram, and a lot of lines that get blurry when it comes to science and spirituality. I think they're both kind of one and the same sometimes. You know what I mean? So, but it's just funny because like I thought about those like older like what do you call this teachers, and they just felt that way. That was kind of funny. I'm 32, man. I turned 32 this year. Wait, did I gotta do the math? Yeah, I did. I turned 32 this year. I'm tripping. I almost forgot how old I was. What the hell? Yeah, I turned 32, man. So I started kindergarten in 1999, bruh. Yeah, there's some people older than me that they've known stuff. But you know, it's funny. I worked with two people older than me, and I like one of them. I thought he was younger. I was like, dude told me he was 37. He's like one of my leads at my job. And he said, I'm 37. I was like, what the fuck? Bro, I thought you was younger than me. Hella funny. Because there was a college kid that was working with us, and he's just like he was watching this dude lift hella stuff in the warehouse, and then he looks at him. He's like, damn man, you got that old man strength. And I was like, God damn, why you say that to him? And I looked at him. I was like, wait, how old are you? He said, I'm 37. I said, bro, I thought you was like 25, younger than me, type shit. Crazy. Didn't know. Yeah, some people don't age. You know how that goes. Some people just don't age, man. We know when they say black don't crack. That should be real, man. Like some of my friends, like I be seeing them. I'm like, hey, these people don't age, man. Those people don't age a lot. And this one dude I work with, same thing. There's been a handful of people like that. Motherfuckers do not age. Same thing. The other one was I don't know what she was. I think she was like Thai or some shit, Thai or Vietnamese or part either one. It's like this. She was like a not a nurse, but like a echocardiogram, whatever the fuck. I used to work with her, and I thought she was close to my age, if not younger. And I started talking to her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I've been here for a while. I've been here for like 20 years." I'm like, I'm looking at her like, what the fuck? You know, come to find out she's like in her 40s and shit, but she just looks so damn young. So some people just age in a very different way, I guess you would say. And then I've met old people where like they look old, and then they carry themselves like really like young people, which is kind of cool. So that's always a cool thing. You meet like an old person that just they're not like salty and bitter about it's the old days, the old ways and shit like that. You don't really hear that from people. Like there's people who say that like they miss the old times, but then there's other people who say that and they act like these days suck, and then they keep getting worse, and then things aren't getting better. And I'm like, you know what? That's not even fair either. Like people who think and talk like that, that's not even fair because when you think about it, that's the world that they left these young people as much as they dislike it. So where was your influence, or what did you do to help make sure that these kids didn't go through this shit that you hate right now that's happening? Like you're kind of responsible for that. So I don't ever want to be like an old man hater. I'm like, no, I had to say so. So when you see my content or you see the live streams and I'm like speaking, and like there's people who dropped in the live chat a long time ago. They're like, oh, you're always so serious. Oh man, you just gotta know how to take a joke. And I'm like, it's not that I can't. It's just like if it's a topic that I feel like we should address seriously, let's get rid of the serious shit first, and let's get back to being funny. But at the same time, we can't take none of this shit lightly because we are leaving a world for young people. If we keep leaving a world for young people where they think it's okay to just like you could just fuck off and joke about everything all the time and not take anything seriously, then it's like I personally don't agree with that. So why would I perpetuate that just for likes, views, and why would I do that? That's just not something I would do. But let me go switch seats because that way I can get more lighting. So we'll do this real quick. The last time I had planted my phone on the bench, it was way better lighting. I don't know if this is necessarily the best spot to be at, posted up, but it is what it is. That's just how I feel, Chase. Like I don't mean to be preachy, but this is just kind of who I am. Where it's like, because you gotta understand, growing up, I used to just do the littlest dumb shit as a teenager and like a little kid, to the point where like everyone would lecture me. So I'm just a product of who they are, for better or for worse. I'm just a product of who they are, and I think there's some importance to that. Where it's just like I think there's some importance to conducting yourself in that manner. Um, and I uphold that for whatever reason. And I'm if that makes me a relic of the past, it's up to people don't have to be here. Like you seem to be the only person in the chat chilling right now, but it's like yeah, that if that's the case, then I'm just gonna be who I am. Like I can't like at least that way I'm not like faking pretending to be you know there's people who would like do like live streams like this, and they'll talk about success or this is how you mac women, this is how you make millions, this is what you do to invest. And I'm like, I understand those worlds because I've dabbled in them, but this seems less important than everyday talk. I don't know. So that's just how I feel. It's just that's like I'm willing to have this is like episode 137 of the Truancy Hour. So I'm okay knowing that all 137 episodes are up for ridicule, if not examination. And I'm willing to bet that the examination of these episodes will have a lot more, what do you call this, substance, or a lot more quality than a lot of the other bullshit that was like, remember that moment in time in the 2020s when people were about this, that, and the third, and this guy was just on this shit. Like that's just the way I feel about myself. But it's not to be what's the word? It's not to be egocentric or whatever. But that's just how I feel about it. So yeah. Y'all skating? Oh, he's tripping. I ain't a skateboard. Yeah. I bet you are super cool, man. Stay awesome. I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna try to stay awesome. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the what the word is, bro. I don't know any other barometer than the one I'm living. So I don't know, like if that makes sense. Like I don't. I'm just being me for now. So I don't know. You see, what I'm trying to say, like, and that's why it's funny because what for me, I'm not trying to keep up with the trends. Is what I'm trying to say. Like if in this moment in time, I'm a cigar smoking guy that goes to a part-time job and plays Beyblade. Like if I'm one of those right now, I want to document that. Does that make sense? Like I want to document that shit because maybe a year from now, who the fuck knows? Bitcoin might go up, and then I just happen to have extra money, and then I can finally move out the U.S. or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know what'll happen, right? So it's just like, and then a year from now, I look back at my content. Like, remember when you used to do this shit? Remember you used to walk around and do the fucking what's it called? Walk around your neighborhood and uh, eat sandwiches from the convenience store and then talk on live stream, like, and then a year later you're doing this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just like watching the evolution of myself. And again, it's not to be egocentric, it's just like, to me, I like examining myself. Back to the God talk, that's just me examining myself. And I think there's something about that that's like kind of cool. But I say this all the time, man. Like my old audio podcast I used to walk around and just talk out loud into the mic, record it audio form. And the thing about it was, I would there was no interactions with the live chat, so I didn't really have much accountability. The thing about that too was like, I started doing it because I was like, well, normally I walk around and I think these thoughts, so why not just put them in podcast forms or just like recording form, so then that way I make it public. You know what I mean? Like, again, putting myself up there for open examination as much as I can put myself out there for open ridicule. I'm okay with both because it's everything's always a two-way street, man. Everything's always a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to be like the best, but in order to be the best, you will have to be examined and even shit on. Like people who shit on you don't even do shit sometimes, and it's just like you got to be willing to go through that sometimes. I learned early when I used to box. I was like, yeah, you don't listen to what none of the crowd says. If the crowd is saying you're doing good, don't believe them. If the crowd is saying you're doing bad, don't believe them. You do your job in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same shit here. God damn, got the ash falling on me, bro. Yeah, I thought they was about to skateboard. I was like, I was tripping. I'm gonna see if I'm in the way. But yeah. No, I'm just chilling at the park, man. So whoever chilling with me, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for dropping in, being here. I'm chilling at the park. I forgot to bring my headphones. Like I thought about, like, if I end the live stream, I might call a friend of mine or not, but I don't know yet. I just felt like I owed I don't know. I owed it to myself to hop on live stream because that's the thing, man. When I'm doing like those little 7 to 8 hour shifts, 7 to 8 hour shifts, I'm over here putting the work in. I'm putting 8 hours into a company that pays me for my time and my labor, and then I need to put in some hours for myself. So whether those hours are me recording my gameplays, recording Beyblade vlogs that help kind of illuminate the community. If it's not that, it's just me. Hey man, check in with yourself. Get online. Boom, boom, get that out. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel sometimes, man. My bad. Let me read that. What is your favorite NFL team? Oh man. So here's the thing, right? My favorite NFL team is the Seattle Seahawks because I'm from Seattle. But that's the NFC side. That's national. Uh, what is it? National football. What is it? National Football Conference, right? And then AFC. So AFC, on the AFC side is the Jaguars. I fuck with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I understand everything you're saying. Okay, just making sure. I don't know if I'm like, yeah, you know. But so those are my two favorite teams, Seattle Seahawks and Jacksonville Jaguars. The thing about it is that's like my dream Super Bowl. The odds of that happening are like second to none. Like, you know what I mean? Like 1 in a million type shit. It's like when are we ever gonna see? But then it'd have to be like an explosive offense or defense on either. They'd have to be like explosive, must watch TV teams. You know what I mean? Like imagine if the Legion of Boom was able to pair up with like what is that, the 2000s Jacksonville. I forget what year that was, the 2000s or late 90s Jacksonville Jaguars when they had Fred Taylor and shit like that. Like, or like fucking man, remember when the Jaguars finally got back into the playoff picture? They're either they were wild card or they got back into the playoff picture because they got a tough division on the AFC. AFC South. I'm trying to think who they got over there. What is it? The Texans, the Jaguars, and I forget who else is over there, bro. Houston Texans, Jacksonville Jaguars. Is it the Carolina Panthers? It might be the Panthers. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't really remember. Who the fuck the South got? I don't even know. You know, NFC South is always kind of a toss up. NFC North has been really interesting right now, but they got rid of Sam Darnold, so the Vikings might be out the picture. But who knows? Because they got the new dude. I don't know. Ain't no telling, man. And it's like everybody's shitting on the Seahawks, like, oh, they got the rebuild era, whatever. But I'm also like, at the same time, they've been doing a lot of building on defense right now. So who knows? And also, Witherspoon is like Devin Witherspoon is one of my favorite players. But like I'm not a big football fan. I really only pay attention to the Seahawks because I just watch those games when I get a chance. I used to work Sundays, bro. I used to work on Sundays, and I would work from like 10 to 6. And because I would work from 10 to 6, the or was it 10 to or was it 9 to 5? It was 9 to 5:30. I'm sorry. Because I would work those hours, I would always miss the games. You know, because the games are always around like 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Sometimes later in the day, I might catch like a late game. There's one where I think we beat the 49ers, and obviously like those like rivalry games in the NFC West are like, you know, always fun. Like it's like must watch TV, right? Rivalry week or whatever. But yeah, man, that's how I feel about shit. My bad, my bad. Hey Chase, what's your favorite NFL team, man? Or what's your favorite what's hold on, if you don't mind me asking, what city are you in? And then is that your favorite NFL team? If you're from one of like the major cities? And then also like I guess what I'll say is like if there are other sports in your state or city, what are your favorite teams of those said sports, if not this, you know, cities or whatever. So let me know that, bro. Cause yeah, I'm all Seattle. You know what I'm saying? I got the hold on, bro. I got the Seattle Supersonics shorts right here, bro. I got the Supersonic shorts right there. There was one day I walked around. I think I went to like a tournament thing, either the tournament or a meetup, and I had my Seattle Sounders hat. That's soccer. I had my Russell Wilson Seahawks jersey. That's Seahawks. I had my Seattle Supersonic shorts. I had my Ken Griffey, you know what I'm saying, shoes on, baseball. So I had all that. I was like, yep, I'm wearing all Seattle today. So I just felt it one day, you know, St. Paul's. But you know, my favorite NFL team, ooh, the Dolphins. Man, what's up with Tua, man? Is Tua is he healthy? That's one guy that everybody's worried about. Because he's a beast when he's a beast, right? Tua's a beast, but then at the same time, it's like, bro, we need to protect you. You know what I'm saying? We need like if you need to wear a guardian helmet, go ahead. But you know, he's a man, so he got pride and shit. And then they got Tyreek. I think Tyreek went down there. Tyreek Hill, Cheetah, the Cheetah on the Dolphins. That shit crazy. The Dolphins though, Miami Dolphins. You like the Marlins, man? Let me know if you like the Miami Marlins. I think they won it like 93 or 98, something like that. Dolphins. Hey, the Miami Dolphins gear, bro. I used to have like two Miami Dolphins hats. Them colors, bro. The aqua and the orange, fire. Like, come on, man. That Miami Dolphins colorway is crazy. Who else is over there though? Because you guys got the Florida Panthers. Technically, you guys have the Florida Panthers, Florida Marlins, or Miami Marlins, Miami Dolphins. What did I just name? Oh, the Heat. You fuck with the Heat? You rock with the Heat? Listen, man, I gotta go. Deliver content. I will stay. Oh, yeah, I appreciate it, man. Stay cool. Yeah, man. Miami though. Yeah, the Dolphins out there, man. I appreciate you dropping in. Thank you though. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'm chilling, man. Spend my Friday nights. I would have did this normally. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling and shit. Like that. Let me slide the sticker out while I'm at it. Hold on, bro. Boom. The hell was that? Give me a second. Oh, that's like a piece of the thing. All right, yeah. Just making sure. Sometimes I'll be missing on the chat. It's also Friday night, so I know people got their shit going on. There's also a Beyblade tournament going on right now. It might be actually, I think it's already done, but it's up in Bellingham. So shout out to the Bellingham crew. I don't know if it's official, but it ought to be. It ought to be. No. Yeah, man. There it is, man. Friday night. I heard a couple of people clubbing. Not clubbing, but there's a little bar over here. So I heard them a while ago. Shout out to the one, man. I'm gonna always say this, man. Every live stream, there's always one. I don't know who the fuck it is. It's always one. It's always one, bro. I don't even know who he is. Who they are. It could be a they, I don't fucking know. It could be anybody. But shout out to the one right there. The one and the two, man. Shout out to you, bro. For you, I'll flick the ashes for you. Boom. You see that? Flick the ashes for you. Shout out to you. Appreciate you being here. Damn. But yeah, actually, I was thinking about this earlier today. I was working at this, I guess I'll speak about happiness or something. I don't know if that's the right way to frame this. So like, I used to be, excuse me, at my current job, I was, over here moving and pushing things around, and I'm like, this isn't bad. Like, I don't feel hurt or nothing. I don't feel like whatever. But I was like, I know I don't want to do this forever. I just want to reach a certain point, make a certain amount of money, pay myself back, pay things off, whatever, and then I'm good. And then make enough money so I can get the fuck out of here. Some steady money here and there. So I might pick up the second job. We'll see how that goes. But nonetheless, I started thinking to myself, I was like, yo, I started having these same thoughts. Close to 5, close to 4, close to 3, close to 2 years ago, where I was like at my last job, which I was working for 5 years, and I was thinking like, when is it going to happen? When's the exit strategy? How patient do I be? How long will it take? I kept thinking about it rather than actually applying myself, because like it took time for me to understand and gather the information. Also, it took time for me to do so much shit just to understand and refine that like I don't need to do so much shit for an American dream. It doesn't necessarily have to be an American dream. All I ever wanted was just a sense of peace. And I was like, all I have to do is just get enough money to get the hell on, pay for some classes if necessary, maybe learn a different language, a second or third language, travel abroad, and just find some peace. That's it. That's all I really want. The more I really look at this, you know what I'm saying? I really started thinking about it. I was like, yeah, I've been doing a whole lot of this, that, and the third with a heavy heart, trying to be there and trying to be available for family members and friends all the time. Come to find out, you know, whether I'm reciprocated or not, they didn't necessarily need me there, and that's fine. But I started thinking like, yo, I had this moment where I was like, I keep thinking this way. Every new job I get, what's the exit strategy? When are we gonna get out of here? And what's the next move? There's a bit of anxiety there, but it is what it is. It's not so heavy, but it can be. So it's worth examining. So I say all that to say like, at age 32, back to that, I'm a little more focused now for whatever reason. I'm a little more focused and locked in now on just understanding what I should be, what I should be doing, ought to be doing, things like that. I have options to stay within the US, but I think like I'll take my chances and leave because I'm like, it's not worth it. I was talking to a dude today. Shout out my guy Joe. He was sitting there like, yeah, man, I had been around the world type shit. And he's like, I'm not technically from the States. I'm from the Caribbean. But he was saying like being from there, living in the States, living abroad in different countries. He's like, there's a level of peace and there's a level of healthy food that you can have and acquire simply by just going and being and existing there, and then even just becoming a citizen if you can and if necessary. And I've been thinking about that a lot. So I was like, yeah, I don't really need like I think it's a beautiful thing to think that like my family came here 4 to 5 generations ago. You know what I'm saying? I would be like 4 generations in, about yeah, 4 generations in, my generation. So we've been here close to 100 years in the States, but I'm like, all that for the dream, and it was great. But it's like, yeah, you stack the money up here, and times have changed within those 100 years. So just sit there and adapt and understand, like, yeah, the U.S. isn't necessarily what it was 100 years ago, but it got money, and it's not, that chasing money shit. It's like, yeah, it's cool, man, but the amount of ignorance, the amount of American ignorance that people deal with on a day to day, it's funny and it's fun from a distance. Even up close, it's fun. It's fun to deal with. I'm actually really good at dancing and tangling with like ignorant individuals, but that's not life. That's not living. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you rather do? Look forward to dancing and entertaining ignorant individuals, getting in scraps with them. Not that I fight, but like, not that I like getting into fights either. But it's like, would you rather do that, or you just rather be peaceful somewhere? I think everybody immigrated and migrated back in the day, all black and brown people that could and that were able to. You know what I'm saying? That were actually able to move their legs and get places. They try to take advantage of situations, get places because they wanted a sense of peace. They were chasing peace, but I don't necessarily think it's here. And I'm in one of the most peaceful regions of the country, but I still can't even find it here. Now, can I find it within myself? I can every day, but there are outside things out of my control that I have to kind of deal with sometimes, and that is disheartening. But here I am, just coming to peace and coming to grips with like, yeah, I'm okay with like I did what I could in this time period just to find out I should have just been left a long time ago. It's funny. It's just kind of funny to me. It's no love lost to all of the experiences and the love for America. I love America, but America don't love itself. You know what I'm saying? When you think about a relationship you have with an individual, a lot of people have loved ones that they love. That loved one don't even love themselves. A lot of people love a mom or a dad, and that mom and dad don't love themselves enough to take care of you or even love you back properly. And that's how I feel with the country sometimes. It's like, I love this motherfucker right here, born and raised in this bitch. But at the same time, we being foul right now. Like, we can't keep being foul with each other just to have a relationship. You understand? I can't keep taking advantage of the system, and you can't keep running up the gauntlet or running up the taxes on me either. But it be like that, and it's happening to everyone, and everybody feeling that pressure. Some people want to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm strong enough. I can handle. I can stay here." And I was like, "Yeah, have fun with that." I don't think I need that. In all fairness, I just don't think I need that. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, I was an artist, and I still am. But it's like I was an artist that felt like I was forced to be an athlete, because it's like, yeah, the art is good and it's hard, and some days it was disheartening as a kid. But it's like, yo, I think the only way I can get out of this neighborhood is boxing. That's all I thought. And then I started seeing the world around me, literally like bus ride away, 20-minute bus ride away. You're in a nice neighborhood. 20-minute bus ride away, you in a different little spot or pocket, and you're finding out like, oh, you all that peaceful shit is just literally a bus ride away. In them same places where it's a bus ride away, you still deal with racism and all that shit, and all that's cool if you know how to dance around it. But I was like, I don't want to do no dancing around. I just want straight up peace. That's all I need, and it ain't here. Motherfuckers will always confront you over some shit, um, off of curiosity. It's sad, and I've dealt with that. I've dealt with my share of it. You know what I'm saying? And as I say that, the little ambulance hitting the hitting the corner right there, they're probably going up to the hospital. But yeah, man, it is what it is. I think about this. It's kind of funny because like, you know, in our community we have we're in the Pacific Northwest up here, so we're like 3 hours south of Canada, and we have these people from Vancouver that come down and Beyblade with us sometimes. Sometimes they go to Bellingham, that's a lot closer. But if they come down to Seattle, it's like 3 4 hours for them because they got to deal with customs and shit. Customs be fucking with them. It's sad, man. So leave the Canadians alone, man. But it's funny though because me and my guy Z were joking because he was like, it's funny because the all the Canadians be hella ripped, like they be buff and shit. He was like, yeah, them dudes just be in shape. It's hella funny. And like I was like, what's funny about that though is like they're in shape because like they understand like self care like normally up in Canada, and they just like they work out because they want to be healthy. They want to stay healthy. And then over here, it's like we have to work out because we're trying to stop being diabetic and shit. You know what I'm saying? We're like, oh man, I made so many bad decisions and health decisions. I got to be healthy now. I gotta start making healthy moves. And it's just kind of funny because it's like when he pointed that out, I was like, it's kind of funny we start talking about it. I was like, hey man, like we're healthy because we need like a drive for it, but like for them it's just natural. It's just so if I ever have kids, I want to raise them in a place where it's naturally peaceful and functional. It's not about good or bad to me. It's about function. So some places aren't necessarily functional and peaceful, and I'm like I said, you would think just because I'm in Seattle, it's some peaceful shit. What's going on, Rob? My guy, Rob, man. What's going on, Rob? You would think it's peaceful, but it ain't really like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just not really like that. It's just some other shit. So I don't know, man. Hey, Rob, I just finished up my work week, my first work week at this new job, man. It was pretty chill. I ain't gonna lie, man. Pretty chill. How you been doing though, man? Rob, I appreciate you being here, man. Hope you've been doing well, man. I be thinking about that shit. That shit hella funny. I was like, Canada is like literally 3 hours away. The motherfuckers understand peace. Shit funny as hell, bro. Lucky, how was it? Oh man, it was first 2 days. I worked Wednesday and Thursday. It was kind of rough because we worked the Lady Gaga concert. Lady Gaga was in town, so we worked her concert. And there was a lot of pressure and a lot of like animosity within the hallways because like private security and the security that we had to deal with were like making sure that I get off around 5 o'clock. The thing is, around 5 o'clock they have to start shutting down the hallways, shut down the hallways because at any moment Lady Gaga, if she feels like stepping out uh the artist lounge or the locker room, she'll just step out, and then people got to not be in the way. There can be no cameras. There can be no like what I'm saying, like if they got curtains up around the arena, you can't even have no cameras out. They'll confiscate it. They'll fire you. It's crazy. But I took a bit of some photos, or not photos, but like videos today because there's no Lady Gaga preparations today, but there will be tomorrow. Today was Shinedown. I don't know the band Shinedown, but they're performing tonight, so that's kind of interesting. It's either a white boy tripping or it's some crackhead over here tripping. Y'all trying to see it? Let me know if you want to see that bullshit. Oh, that's this motherfucker right here. Where's that bullshit coming from? You can't hear it, but it's just people tripping in the neighborhood. Oh yeah, they drunk. It's Friday night. They drunk. Yeah, man. Got through the week. Rob, how you been, man? Hey, what's going on with you? Let me know how you doing, man. Yeah, I got this. And like I was saying, this part-time job here. This is my only income right now, technically. So it's gonna be nice to recoup all the money back. I don't have too many expenses right now. I have a lot more shit that I'm paying back. I also got this PayPal thing that I need to pay off in like 11 months. That's the payment plan, but that's nothing. That ain't too bad. That's manageable, I should say. That's manageable. The fuck am I hearing? It's just people's voices bouncing around me. I don't know if you can see that. That's a person. All right. Yeah, bro. So that was interesting, man. And I was asking the people I work with. I was like, "What about when the teams are playing? So when the teams play, sometimes they're in the hallways warming up. You just try to stay out their way. Also, like the Kraken or something, like the hockey team. There's a dude who he warms up in the hallways and he just runs circles around the lower basement floor where we work. Because yeah, there's one dude like before the games, he'll just be warming up, right? Hitting laps around the whole stadium, just woo woo, in the circles. Motherfucker just stay out his way. He just be doing his thing, just moving, staying warm. Then he gets on the ice and he just whatever. He might be. Actually, I don't know. My brother said it might be the Canadian player, but I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, we'll see how that is, man. After with a Suge Knight cigar, it was crazy. You ever watch the? You know what's crazy? There was a. This is called. Hold on, let me find it. The American Bully. I don't know if you can see it. You got the bulldog on it. The American Bully. There it is, right there. You can see it a little bit. Cool your night. Hey Rob, ube night, bro. You know ube? Like the food? I'm ube night, bro. I remember I had like this old tag that I would try to like write in like yearbooks and on the walls. I tried to do ube James, but I was like, man, they're gonna know it's me if I put ube James everywhere. I just thought it was funny. It sounds cool. I don't know, but yeah. I thought about I was like I wanted to smoke a cigar earlier in the week, but I was like, let me save my energy and my lung and wind power, because you even though you're not fully inhaling, you're getting a bit of tobacco a little bit here and there. So it's not as bad as like just full on cigarettes. People would be like chain smoking and shit, but it ain't as bad as that. But there's still like residue, I guess you would say, residual, whatever the fuck. And it's funny because like, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I decided I was like, let me do it at the end of the work week. Because tomorrow, all I have going on tomorrow is just there's a Labubu tournament. That's what they're calling it for this Beyblade meetup. There's gonna be two back to back. There's gonna be one in the day, and then once that's all over, they're gonna stop the kid event, and it's gonna be adults only for BBAX. Who we got? Who we got? Mello. Ooh, Mello. Melon is in the building. Melon 420. Why does it say Mello sucks, man? Mello don't suck. If anybody knows, man, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? We had a Melon. If you remember for the TTV tourney, remind me, was it six? Was it best of six? Or was it best of five? Or let me know if it was best of six or best of five. I don't remember that well. I want to say six. Excuse me. But if I remember correctly, Melon won. For those that are Beyblade fanatics, it was that first to seven. Oh no. So like, was it 5 matches or 6 matches? If you remember that, because the points were to seven, first to 7 points per match. But did we have to battle 6 people or did we have to battle 5 people? I guess that's what I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to do like a live, so six. And if I remember correctly, Melon, did you go 3-3 or did you go 4-2? It was either one. I know you went either one, 3-3 or 4-2. But yeah, Melon was killing it. Dude runs. I'm not gonna spoil the combos because I'm not a combo spoiler. W Melon exactly. Went 3-3, two shutouts, fucking people up. Crimson Garuda, Rhino, and Fox. And if you don't know, those are like not the meta best blades. Like those are like. So I was telling him, I didn't want to spoil it, but I told him in Gameblade, I was like, bro, you guys got some shit this week where I think you guys are gonna be like in the finals. And then it ended up being my guy Z Crew won that one. So Z won that one. And Z walked up to me, he's like, man, he's like, man, you still think it was them? I was like, hey, I gotta keep betting on the underdog. That's how I feel, man. It's like Melon's first. I think it was your first tournament, and then Gameblade, it was like his return after how many months, which is crazy. Like he had Cobalt Dragoon and Rubber SL. He was on some sweaty shit. But Melon had the technique. He had the technique down. Every Sunday he's locked in. If y'all don't know. And I like bladers that don't run meta. You know what I mean? I mean, like you have to. I guess I don't know. I don't want to say you have to, but your odds of winning are better when you run it. But in my mind, I'm like, when you find that special blade and it resonates with you, and you can win with it, like Mars runs like a Mandalorian and shit. So if you run Mandalorian and you win, like, don't tell me shit. Don't tell me nothing. Yeah, tomorrow you might try hard a tiny bit. Labubus are. Oh. Speaking of which, remind me because I'm bringing you that. You see this torch? If you want the torch, let me know. I'll bring it tomorrow. Melon. If I don't know if we're gonna do the funny and then burn that shit. If we're gonna do the funny, I'll bring the torch for you. Just remind me. Mara says they run Mando and they cook easily. So Rob, I don't know if you're still there, but you gotta understand there's a Beyblade called Aero Pegasus. It's worth about $300, probably more now. That shit is probably like the blade. It's $300 because it's like really nice, but also it's more than likely the highest winning percentage aside from Wizard Rod. Mars fucked up an Aero Pegasus in one round with Mando. Mando was like not recommended at all. Mando means Mandalorian. But yeah, that shit, that's crazy, man. I seen it. I was there. And Shark Edge. Yeah, if I can't sell it, I'll burn it. Okay, I got you. If you can sell it though, make some money. Go and make some money and go buy like a ETB or like a booster box or something. That'd be tight. That'd be tight. Outspun the Peggy. Yep, easily. I remember we had a tournament down in Federal Way. It was the day of the um with like Neo's car, like that event. So we went down there and I ended up in top 4. And for the third place match, I was battling against Pokey Dronzer. He had Aero Pegasus, I had Drown Sword. I was like, you know what, man? Let's just run it. Let's just keep rematching it. You know what I'm saying? 3-on-3 deck style. I was like, let's run the rematch over and over. That shit was funny as hell. All right, 1 second. I need to walk over to the thing. I'm gonna hit the mute and the screen blackout in a second. But yeah, that shit was fun. But yeah, I mean the work week is pretty chill. I gotta say, the job, it's worth. Today was the first day where they were like, "Hey man, if we tell you to go and take a break, like it's one of those, go take a break, come back in 10, go explore the building, just come back in 10, check on things. If it's good, it's good." So that was a good thing that I went through. Oh, Mello, there you go. Mello, if you win the boo boo, plant a tree after. The smoke is very toxic. Ah, that's true. So the ashes of the boo boo. What if when you burn the Labubu, a demon comes out? Like, what if that's all the demonic stuff they're talking about? Tomorrow, I might go Fox or Scorpio. Ratchet Sniper. Rhino is a work in progress. And I will Mars. All right, 1 second, I'm going to mute and black out. Yep. Based trees. Okay, there we go. So the other person I'm rooting for now is, let me know if you guys can hear and see me, but what was I gonna say? Hold on, man. Let me see. Let me show you this moonlight. You can't really see. I got to zoom in. It's like right behind. Oh shit! Got my drink. Right behind the fucking clouds. That shit is nice. This is a UFO. That'd be tight. But yeah, I have not picked up my combos yet, but might have stuff in my case. Mars, I'm gonna jump in VC tonight, and then I'm gonna assemble stuff to put in my little fanny pack. You know, before the tournament tomorrow. So I'm gonna jump on VC and just assemble a few things because I want to bring a Pegasus Blast, but then I think it was JB was saying some shit about it, not in a bad way, but just kind of like, are you guys having burst problems right now? And some other questions, and I was like, I kind of had a good build with it, but I kind of like the CX whale, to be honest. Look forward. Mars, are you working tonight? I just realized it's Friday. I got off at 5, so I'm getting my end of the week cigar in. You know. Yeah, my bad. Oh, you're at work. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's in. Oh, sorry. That's what I was gonna say. The other kid I'm looking forward to I'm like, I was rooting for Melon and Gameblade. I'm still rooting for you guys, but the next kid that's up is Master X. That kid, he's ranked 35 now after two tournaments. Two tournaments, and he's ranked number 35. At least in our group. That shit is fire. I was like, this dude came to his first tournament. He battled me. He went like 6-7. I beat him. But I was like, dude, you're running stock Phoenix, stock Dagger, and stock Tusk Mammoth, and you're cooking right now. And he was cooking a lot of the kids. I think he only won one match that whole day out of 5. He comes back the next tournament that we had this what the fuck was that, this weekend in Algona Pacific, whatever. This dude fucking cooked everyone in the, well, okay, it is Drop Attack Stadium, and he did get loaners. He did borrow some loaners and parts, but he still fucking won. He still fucking won. It's like he has no launch tech. He just has heart. Kid is like 12 or whatever. His dad, I kept hearing his dad in the corner like his son was trying to explain like, oh yeah, I'm da 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 da. I'm trying to da 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 Beyblade X, and his dad's like, oh yeah, I don't even know what this is, so I'm just whatever you do. I don't know what this is. Like his dad was just kind of being dismissive or something. It was kind of funny, but then he and then at the end of the fucking tournament, his dad was just so proud. I was like, bro, that's a parent moment right there. And he beat Dragon's Bay of all people. Dragon's Bay is a beast out there. Shout out to Neptune's Blade and Dragon's Bay, father and son duo. I plan to go to work early, explore before getting to venue. Oh my bad. I plan to go to park early, explore before getting to venue. Melon, if you find some food spots nearby, let me know, because I might try to get there early. I might just grab some coffee and come hang out, get a little breakfast sandwich, something like that. Mars is like, damn, Dylan moment. Want to be, my bad. Wasn't he the one I shut out around 6 and Tasty? That one is, no, his name. So this kid is Master X, and then that one is what is that kid's name? His name is real name. I forgot his real name already. I haven't seen him in a while because we met him that one day. Oh, that's gonna bug me. You might have to check your record to see what his name is. If you can go to the bracket that shows the Seattle ranking, I would say find his name on there. I forgot his real name. That's gonna bug me. I feel bad because we met so many kids throughout the couple of days. Masked X. Oh, got you. Masked X was Damien. Master underscore X is I don't even fuck. I forgot the kid's name, but like I sent him. I sent his mom the videos of all of his battles because he had a battle with JD. No, he had a battle with. He might have had a battle with Dragons Bay again. So he probably battled him 3 times in 2 weeks, which is fucking crazy. And you guys understand, Dragons Bay is a beast. He's always in the finals usually against like Longinus in Burst, and I think he's done X Burst, X and Burst. That's like his shit, X and Burst. So it's always Dragon's Bay and his dad Neptune's Blade, and then Cody, and then Longinus. Those are like the 4 Burst people that, at least that I know of. And then the random kid, I forgot his name, but me, Neo, and Skin were talking about him last weekend after the tournament because I was going through my files. I was like, what is this kid's name? Found his name. There's a kid who he had a golden Beyblade Burst Blade, and he battled Longinus with just 1 blade in the finals. It was Longinus with 3 blades, and the other kid had 1 golden Burst Blade, and just it was scary. It was just scary. I was like, who is this kid? Crazy. Anyway, yeah, Luffy and Neil will tell you a lot more about him. I gotta find the kid's name. Steg though, you miss Steg. And some of these kids, they're just doing kid shit with their parents, so they're not coming around anymore. Let's see how this Master X deals with Garuda. Oh, yep, Garuda. Garuda's hothead daughter, Garuda. Oh, yeah, the 2 Garuda. Oh, yeah. So, have you weighed either one yet? Do you know which one is better than the other? Neil was trying to teach me something about a trick about the lighter whale waves. I'm so used to running heavy whale waves that he told me something about the light ones. But the CX whale, I might start using that. I don't know yet. And then sword, I might retire because I might have like damaged him from the Aero Pegasus. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Pokedrons are starting to become a beast at X, man. This dude is like top 5 or some shit. I don't even know what his rank is. This dude is like just going up in metal and X and everything. He's just smoking everybody right now, and he doesn't like it himself, which is funny. One is 36. Hasbro haven't waited. Okay, yeah, yeah. So the Hasbro Transpoint, not that you use it, but mine stuck really well on my Dronzer and stuff. But I ran an M85, so this shit is like bursty and goofy because the M85 is still TT. So it's like, I don't know. But we shall see. We shall see. Let me do a quick time check. Where are we at? 10:13. Are we good? It's Friday. It's Friday. So I just got a Twitch notification for Friday night. Who we got? Angel's live right now. All right, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check in on bro in a second. He's probably playing Roblox or something funny. Um, what was I gonna say? I don't know if I might run two whales tomorrow just to see what I know I guess it's ranked, so we'll see how that goes. But I might just run that. But because it's 48 people, yeah, we might have to run some sweaty shit because the funny thing about that is like 48 people. I think my guy Sushi's gonna come up from Portland. I could be wrong. Matter of fact, I'm gonna need a message just to do it because if he's in town right now, I'm like, bro, let's go get something to eat. What we doing? Stop playing. And if my guys come in from Bellingham, I'm like, what man? You guys are in town. Bellingham's in the building. Portland's in the building. Who else we got? Your boys? No, your boys coming in for the barbecue. I'm tripping. And yeah, so it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be wild, man. I'm telling you. The Boo Boo is bringing it. Everybody from all the corners of the Pacific Northwest. It's gonna be the sweatiest park. No joke, bro. No joke. I might be getting a puppy soon if I can train him to rip a Beyblade. Do you think the WBO would let him compete? Technically, there are no rules about bladers needing to be human. You know what? Hmm. So I found out because I'm a moderator. That's because I'm a moderator. That's why I have access to the judges' chat, and the judges were discussing some things lately. It's going to be a topic soon, so you might have to pose it. You might have to pose it. Maybe I'll have to pull out the Dragoon Elevate. I gotta think, man, because Tay Boogie's gonna run Dragoon Elevate tomorrow. I already know because he just got his whale wave in. I don't know if you saw that post he made. And then JD is sad because he might not be able to. Marvin, what's good? What's good, Marvin? Damn. And then was it JD might not be able to run his Rubber Cell or Game Blade either. But the funny thing about it is it's under the judge's discretion. So everyone's discussing right now if they're running or if they're allowing certain worn down rubber cells. So it might be a little safer to do Elevate on Dragoon. I actually really love Turbo on Dragoon. It's not reliable. It's just funny to watch. You know what I'm saying? Mars, you missed it. I've been throwing Turbo on Piss Cobalt Dragoon. I did it for the Soarin' High or Soarin' Drop Attack tournament. That shit, it's just fun. I don't know. It's just fun to me. What's going on, Marvin? Marvin, I was chopping up with someone at work from the Caribbean. It's Montserrat, though. They're from Montserrat. Not necessarily Jamaica, but they're from over there where the weather is good and the food is great. There it is. Yeah, damn. Yeah, shit, funny as hell. I gotta think about. I kind of want to bring like multiple whales. You know what I'm saying? I might just bring hella whales. I might have to wait on them guys tonight. Do a little weigh in for my whales and see which ones I want to bring. Because the CX whale, when I put it on a wheel, so it's flame whale wheel, and then I think I ran 960, and then I was alternating from Zap and Vortex, and Zap was my best bet. But I don't know if I want to beef up the thing, man. I might even go like three on it, throw a three because it is a three blade. I have so many options. Massive though, I don't know about how I feel about the massive. I threw massive on arrow. No, excuse me, on I threw massive on what the fuck is? I just forgot it. The Pegasus Blast, and I don't know how I feel about it. I think assault might be the best bet. I don't know if I want to put it on whale, but again, this is all CX theory because a lot of CX isn't that great. But I fuck with whale. You know me. Still don't know what turbo is supposed to do. I didn't even seem to be doing any it didn't seem to be doing any revival things. Yeah, it's kind of it's like I don't even understand. Like I don't get it. Like I don't. It just looks cool, but it isn't. You know what I mean? It looks cool, but it's not. So that's why it's funny. There it is. That shit literally on fire, man. Ooh, gonna burn the tip anyway. But yeah, bro. So we'll see how that go. We'll see how this goes, man. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about double whale builds. I just don't know what I want to run necessarily. Caitlin, where have you been? What's going on? Hi, sorry, I have not been on your lives. My cousin is moving two with me, so I didn't have that much time to be on your lives. But it's nighttime for me right now. Caitlin, don't worry about it. You know, you got to take care of life first all the time. You know, I haven't seen you in a while. It's been a while, yeah. It's been like maybe a couple weeks or a month. Are you and the family okay? Hopefully, you guys are doing all right. Hope you guys are doing good. Mars, let me know if you're there. I'm gonna update you on something too. Oh, Mars, there you are. Bring the torch, and we can toast marshmallows. Mars, are you staying for BBAX? I'm gonna tell you a little secret about that as well. But yeah, I didn't mean to say lies. Lies. Oh no, I got you. I was able to read it correctly. Lives. I got you, Caitlin. But no, you got to take care of family, Caitlin. Take care of family first. You know, don't feel obligated to be here. Um, you're gonna try to. It's up to you, but I will say that it'll just be like it's adult fun. It's not sweaty, but it's gonna be like adult fun. So that'll be a factor, you know. And then if you can hitch a ride with people, that's what I'm saying. If sushi sticks around, like, and whoever the else wants to hang out, I'm like, bro, just hang out. We're gonna be at the park, man. Let's just whatever, hang out. I don't even know that area. Almost packed my cousin. I'm at her house right now. Oh, got you, got you. I plan to stay for BBAX. Yep, will give me more chances to solve Rhino's control issues. You know what it is, man? It's like you can control things in your favor, and you can practice on your own all you want, but the actual recoil damage and the actual clashing of other blades is what we that's what we have to calculate. So a lot of times, it's like when I run sword, I'm going for it. I'm like just believe in the heart of the cards, just go for it. But the problem with that is like you got these heavy ass blades that like sword can knock around, but it can't knock into the zones. So on the other hand, whale can knock shit out into the zones, but am I low enough? Am I tilted enough? Do I have the right ratchet? You know, it's little things like that. Is this the correct whatever? You know what I'm saying? Cause so things like Buster have like a better chance in the long run when you run it on Hexa ball. You know, that's why when people do like this the theory builds of ball on sword, ball on Buster, you're going straight attack, but you're adding a little bit of stamina, if that makes sense. So it's little things like that. But yeah, Mars, you can stick around. It should be chill. Should be pretty chill. Yeah, I gotta learn how to set up my direct deposit because if I set up direct deposit, I gotta wait for no checks in the mail. But I'm okay with waiting for the checks. I'm just not really like for whatever reason I can't even work the systems right now at the workplace. But it is what it is. Yeah, Rhino need or my right Rhino tends to blow herself up a lot, costing me against Murasaki less. Murasaki was cooking me. I don't understand. Like I don't know what was going on. I was like, so I don't know if you know the other lady's name. She was like, if you want to come to our table and play, let me know. And I was like, we might walk over and watch. I told her, I said, we might walk over and watch. Murasaki's about to beat me right now. It's like 6-5. And she had 6. I was like, bro, I'm getting cooked right now, bro. And I guess you gotta ask Kat because Kat remembers a little better than I do. I want to say it's like Phoenix and what was she running, bro? It was like Phoenix, Rod, and some other shit. I don't remember. I could be wrong on that. I missed the BBX announcement. My boss needed me. Oh, all I was saying, Mars, was for the BBAX stuff. Um, it's 3 blades with a fourth alternate, and then the rule sets are a lot different. And then so Mello, her sister Sakura, She likes Dagger, and then she had two other blades that weren't that meta. So she's probably like more up our alley, which is funny. Murasaki is a meta person, and then Sakura is more like us, where she likes Dagger and some other shit. I forget what she was running, but she was kind of going based off of aesthetic and then making it work. But she found what she liked. I had her at game. It went from 5-3, 6-6 to yeah. Utah rules. So Utah does the 3 blades with a fourth alternate, and then you played a set. So you played a 4. So after 4 points, whoever wins that set, you win it, and then you can reshuffle or add the fourth one if you want to. You can swap parts in between matches, and then you run it again. Like it's kind of like what do you call this? It's kind of like tennis. Tennis you run sets where it's like, okay, you won that one, you won that match. All right, let's see how many more matches you can win. So it's best 2 out of 3, best 2 out of 3 sets. So you guys can go 1-1, like two matches, one match, one a piece from both of you guys. Whoever wins the next one takes it all. So I think it's kind of fun. Same concept, no repeating blades, ratchets, or parts, bits. That would be fun. Wind started blowing. The weather started kicking in. 2 planes went overhead. So my connection got a little fucked up. But let me know if it's better. We good now, it seems. Okay, cool. Thank you, Melon. There's literally like 3 planes right now. There's 2 that just passed, 1 is passing right now. That is fucking wild. What are the odds of that? Like I said, I live between SeaTac and the Everett Airport, Everett Painfield. So it's like Painfield and Everett, I should say, excuse me. And when I'm at the house at the bottom of the hill, terrible, worst connection. God damn. Tell you, man, I'm about to move to the countryside and just get some Wi-Fi. Fuck this shit. I'm telling you. You good now? It seems okay. I appreciate that. Making sure it's still there. So I don't know if you guys, Mars, I don't know if you're still there, but if you are, Gameblade is he's sitting in the voice chat on mute. I don't know if you guys want to run over there and chop it up with him. I'll probably try to wrap up over here, go home and start charging the phone. Maybe I should start walking. Yeah. I'm going to do my little, since I'm down by the tree. Should I do that right here? I don't know if I should. I'm going to go till my battery starts dying. I don't know yet. And based on what I've seen, you don't drive all that much, mostly train based on travel for you. I do train and bus, man. I don't drive at all. Yeah, I can't say I've never driven because I've drove before, but I just never had a car. It's one of those, if I get behind the wheel, I know I'm gonna fuck up, but then like I'll probably get the hang of it again. I've been drove since I was what year was that? 20. So I was like 17. Yeah, but I was also driving like my coach's one of my coach's pickup trucks, and he had a fucked up truck that was like not like the steering wheel was not calibrated. So even though it looked like it was centered, your wheels might be going to the left. So it's like you really had to feel how it was going. So and then like when he was training me, had to drive for like 2 weeks, and then by the 3rd week he was like, all right, I got something for you. He said, you're gonna drop me off at my house, and then we're gonna drive back to the gym, and we're gonna be making rounds. So I drove from Seattle to Des Moines on the fucking highway. I was scared as shit, and then he made me drive all the way back to Seattle and some other shit. I was like, this is crazy right now, dog. So I was pretty good at everything except parking. But again, that was like years ago, so I don't even remember how to do all that shit. But they say when you pick it up again, it just comes back to you. But I don't know if that's true. JD was good. JD was good, man. Are you preparing for tomorrow? I'm about to jump on voice chat. Like when I'm done here, I'm about to go to the house and I'm gonna just start assembling the whales. I don't know if Mars is there. Melon, can you message Mars to go check on Gameblade in the VC? Because I'm gonna jump in that. He's sitting on mute right now. What's going on with you, JD? You coming out tomorrow? On Saturday? Let me know if you're coming through. I don't even know what to use, man. Trust the heart of the cards, man. Just trust in the heart of the cards. I think you'll be fine. Yeah, man. I'm over here choking. Pause. Here, let me get something to drink. But yeah, Melon, I spent all my money on food. We should get the lobster roll. The lobster roll was hella bomb the other day, man. Oh, my bad. James, he cool. I hopped in. Oh, good, good, good. He's talking and all. Cool, cool. Okay, cool, guys. Nice, nice. I checked. I swapped Windows to Discord, and then I went back to YouTube, and then my connection got better again. So that's how I figured it out. Cool, cool. Yeah, JD, man. I don't know, man. What JD is known for Cobalt Dragoon, but like, what would your other two be? I might run two whales. I might run regular whale. I don't know my setup yet. I'm gonna do CX whale on wheel. Whale flame, excuse me, flame whale wheel, flame whale wheel. Probably 960 to be safe. 9 or 360. I might save 960 for something else. Cause I don't want to be the guy running like wolf. Nine. If I do wolf, I'm gonna use it on dot. You know what I'm saying? I would do that. That's gonna be my thing. You too? Oh, my bad. What do you mean you two? You talking about me or JD? Yeah, JD's gonna run a. But JD has like, JD and Gameblade have rubber. Or sorry, Cobalt Dragoon on Rubber SL. That's like their go-to, like knockout. And like it's fucked up because I always pair it with JD and he wins, and then I pair up against Gameblade. Well, sorry, I've never paired up against Gameblade, and I don't want to. I don't want to at all. Cause like the little practice shit that we do on Sundays is one thing, but like in real like for some reason in real tournament times in crunch time, I always get like 6 points, but I never get the 7 against certain people. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of funny. Phoenix and Tyranno probably. You know what? Your Tyranno beat is always good too, and your Phoenix. That is a good lineup though. Phoenix, Tyranno, and Cobalt Dragoon. You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that at all. Oh man, I just got damn. You know what's fuck? Like I just all right. So there's another event. There's the barbecue. I'm gonna do my second package opening this week. Probably like Monday. Nah, I can't do Monday night. I'm gonna do it Tuesday or Wednesday maybe. Cause I had like my very last package that I ordered on July 31st before my retirement. It's like a whole bunch of shit, but I got like my Mountain Dew Tyranno beat, the green one. So I gotta pull that guy out of retirement. So we'll see, man. Yeah, you can't go wrong with your setup though. I think that's a good attack. Do you do like attack balance? Do you do like attack stamina? Yeah, matter of fact, don't give away your combos over here. Don't do that. But if you have Scorpio, man, you can't fail with Scorpio. I mean, if you really want to be sweaty, you should just run Scorpio, Rod, Wolf. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio, Rod, and then your third could be like, I wouldn't do a wild card if you want to run complete sweat. Just go full Vancouver. Just run a Wolf. Or another good one everybody uses. I mean, Aero Pegasus if you got it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, rest in peace to Aero Pegasus. My bad. That shit is crazy. Since when were tournaments tripping about RA? I think it's more recent. I guess like in more recent time because you got to think the rubber cells been around for a while, so a lot of people have been wearing them down. So because they've been around for a while, people have been wearing them down a lot, and it's been like it got popular for like a month or two, and then in more recent times, people were like, "I'm gonna just keep practicing." So people just kept practicing at the house. Sometimes they weren't even like, because the thing is, you can break blades, right? But the rubber cell doesn't necessarily break; it just keeps wearing down. So people kept wearing it down. People are showing up to tournaments and copying you and Gameblade pretty much, or just whoever else is using it, and it's been a thing now. So there's a point of like legality and like you know what I'm saying? Because when it starts to get worn, you're like absorbing attacks, eating it. It's just you're not even sliding anymore because it's not plastic sliding. It's just the rubber eating it, and then it kind of just dishes the energy back. So I think people are starting to catch on to it, and then now it's like a legal issue, which is kind of weird. But the other But there was like one other thing that was kind of like that. I can't remember what it was. But it is kind of funny though. It is kind of funny that that happened because I was like, yeah, you can't even run main shit. That's why I stopped running like rod, because people specific tournaments that I saw on the East Coast, they were banning it because people wanted to have fun with like attack blades. And people like there was a tournament where they banned rod and wolf. They're like, listen, we don't want to deal with that. We're sitting here for like 30 seconds to a minute, which is like okay, I get that. And then now rubber sells like the new thing, so it's kind of weird. I don't know, kind of weird, but I like it. I mean, if I go up against someone who has like a rubber cell setup and then a rod and then a wolf or scorp, if someone has all three sweaty builds, I want to go against that person or Aero Pegasus, like whatever. Like if all three or four of those things are present, I want to battle that person because I just want to see how I fare against them. You know. The thing too is like I'm favoring whale a lot, but it's also like it's not the best bet, you know, necessarily. Um, so I'm thinking like, and the way I run wolf, I don't really run like a 960 ball, 360, 660. Like you know, 660 is probably my best bet. I actually did for SoccerCon. I was doing 660. Now I have the Hasbro one, which makes a whole of a lot difference. So I could run that Hasbro 660 on my wolf. You know what I'm saying, and then go from there. Or I got the 20% warning. All right, I'm gonna get to walking. All right, let's do this. All right, bro. I did this last time. Should I do it on the same tree? I don't know if I'm gonna do it on the same tree. I gotta cure this real quick. It's still early in the night. Yeah. But yeah, JD, it's more recent, man. It's a lot more recent. I got a purge. I think it's purge or something. Purging the cigar. Hasbro 660 better than TT. So the one I had was a lot more snug. And then the funny thing was, for fun, I had Dronzer M85 Transpoint. I don't know if I showed you that on Saturday, but that transport that I used was from Crimson Garuda from fucking Hasbro. That shit was snug. It was a different type of twist, and it was real. It fit really well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of the Hasbro bits and ratchets are just a lot more snug, and there's something about it. Yeah, so people were starting to get like those Hasbro Sterling Wolves. I mean, I don't know. Like we'll see how stronger they are. Some people are saying that it's more or less the same, but you know what I'm saying? You get that Drawn Brave 660, it's over. So I have my 660. I'm about to use it probably tomorrow. We'll see. But I will. You know what? I am gonna run Golem and a Wolf tomorrow. Why not? Golem and a Wolf. I just thought about that. I'm not even gonna tell you my setup. I'll probably run Golem, Wolf, and Nightmail. Those three. It's gonna be my That's the support crew right here. All right, here we go. You ready for it? I'm gonna show you the moon. Hold on, man. My fingers in the way and shit. That's the street lamp in the front behind it. The moon with all the mist. It's a moon type of night, bruh. Chiefing with the moon. Zoom in on that thing. Thing is shining. Mother Nature, Father Time. You know, I'm tapped in with all of it. Tapped in with all of it. You know. But I appreciate you guys dropping in on me, man, because it's like I was gonna do a live yesterday, and I was like, let me chill. You know, conserve my energy for work and shit. Took care of myself a little bit. Work and life took care of me today. I got 2 lunches. I got 2 free lunches today. I was like, I'm gonna get 2 free lunches and chill the hell out. I was doing really good today. I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna hit the tree right here, man. It's a blessed tree. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a blessed. Damn, I'm still zoomed in. Boom. Big old tree, about 150, maybe 200 years old. Big old tree. I might have to hit the little. I'm gonna do my thing. See if I can prop it right, like I did last time. You see. Yep. I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna walk home. I'm at less than 20%. I always do my little so the thing about cigars is because they are a natural tobacco leaf. Because of that, let me show you, man. Motherfucker's creeping out there. Because it's natural tobacco leaf, you can break it down and donate it back to nature. So I like donating it back to the tree. You know what I'm saying? That's just something that I was taught by the guy who introduced me to cigars, but also he was taught by the natives. So we little practices get passed down, and we on the lands, right? Chief Seattle, Chief Leshai, we out here. Feel me? Donated to the base. I'm do my count, bruh. Mike is still attached. Somebody snatched the phone. I'm beating their ass. We out here though. Let's do it. Here it is. Oh, Mike's still attached too. And there it is. That's the process. That's my process. You know, I tell him, or I learned it from a simple breathing exercise. I decided to integrate it with the trees as well. So, like I said, I do the 2-in-1, if not the 3-in-1, if not the 4-in-1. And what I mean is this: smoke the cigar because cigar, I could sit down for like an hour and a half to 2 hours, smoke that joint. You know what I'm saying, and chill out. Finally sit down and relax myself a little bit. I do it on live stream, so that's the 2-in-1. I do the 3-in-1 because I donated it back to nature, base of the tree. You know what I'm saying? You out, Rob? All right, bro. Appreciate it. The 4-in-1 is that the little prayer I do, or I don't know if the prayer is the right word, but the more the meditation / prayer thing, the breathing exercise I do, you inhale for about 7 seconds. You count to 7 as you're inhaling. You hold for 3, and then as you exhale, you say an affirmation to yourself. And the affirmation that I use is I just say I love myself. I just say I love myself. And it's tricky because I'm listening to my surroundings. I'm in public, so I'm like somebody. I got a little bit of anxiety. Somebody try to snatch my shit, so I do that 4 times. You know what I'm saying? That's the 4-in-1. That's the 5-in-1. Get it all in at the same time. Phone is running low though. I'm gonna just start walking back to the house right now. Hear the people tripping at the tennis courts. But yeah, buddy. Here it is. And it's interesting, man. You start I apply myself on all levels, bruh. We talking financial, we talking spiritual, we talking physical. And the blessings coming slow, but nonetheless they're there, man. They there. One way that I knew this and one day that I understood this too, part of my investing. See, part of my investing is financial, you know, 5 figures in stocks and shit. The other investment is like just the energy I'm putting out there into the world, and just the energy I'm putting out in general. So when I had quit my job like late February, I think normally the average person would have to be out of a job for about a month, if not 2 to 3 months. I had like 5 months, man, and a lot of it was because I had prepared myself with the financial investments I had did. On top of that, the fact that I was taking care of certain people, that whole time, people were able to take care of me, which was it kind of fucked me up, because I'm like, I don't like want to be taken care of, you know what I mean? I want to like try to be self sufficient. So my 5 month period was like I just realized within that 5 months, like, yo, I'm blessed, man. And a lot of that was because I was blessing people or just putting the energy out there, which is really interesting. Um, but yeah, I say that yeah. Oh, my bad, I'm missing the chat. JD says preachy. I appreciate that, man, because I say this all the time. Like, I'm not trying to be preachy, but on the other hand, it's like I do think about the people that show up in the live stream and then they wonder, like, what are you doing this for? And I'm like, there's always those few people that are physically incapacitated or whatever, or like are physically less whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's kids that can't really take care of their own freedom and leisure the way that I can, and I try to show them, like, you put a little bit here and there the moment you're able to, you can take care of yourself. You'll find a community that takes care of you. Fuck, I forgot what I was trying to say, but yeah, I ain't trying to be preachy, but I appreciate that you're hearing me preach. I don't know what the right word is here. That's what it is, man. Good vibes only type shit, man. That shit keep me alive, cause you never know, man. I've met, not that I've met people, but every now and again you'll run across like the little comment section, certain affirmation videos or certain spiritual practice videos, and it'd be like, all right, this thing helped me in a situation wherein I was suicidal or dealing with depression and shit. And I'm like, I practice these things just to have like a more of a softer landing. I don't know what the word is, bruh. You know what I mean? But I'm also trying to show people the actual exercises, like you take time out of your day to just breathe intentionally with the help of a tree, or for the purpose of giving that energy to a tree or nature. Even giving the energy to yourself, you'd be surprised what that does for you in general. If you're doing all this for yourself, that's fine actually, because the best version of yourself can help everyone else. So I don't think there's anything wrong with being selfish sometimes. You know what I'm saying? If you're being selfish just for like, you're trying to get gain off of people or hurt people in the long run, like that, that's kind of problematic. But if you can selfishly have some self-care for yourself, spiritual care for yourself, man, you'd be all right. You know what I'm saying? That's just my little final 2 cents before I jump into VC with my Beyblade people in a second, because we all got to prepare for this tournament. But I will say, shout out to my guy JD and Rob. Shout out to Mars and Melon. Who would I miss, man? Caitlin dropped in on me. I haven't seen Caitlin in a while. My guy Marvin, what's up? See, Marvin didn't hella long either. Then we had two of the who we had. I'm trying to find this shit. My bad. Chase Buck. That's what his name was. Chase Buck, talking about God with Mr. Axolotl. Again, on that spiritual tip. James Grant dropped in from DC. What's up? And appreciate y'all, man. KJ Kelly. That was the other person. There we go. Those are the main ones. Showing love, man. I'm walking through here. Ain't no street lights. Oh, I didn't even say what's up to dude. I didn't see him. Oh, damn, my bad. Yeah. Also, another thing too, man. One dude, this new coworker I work with, he knows hella people I know. He even knows like my barber and the guy who owns the barber shop and everything. Like, it's hella funny. It's a small world. So I had to go back out up the street, talk to some people, connect some dots, and spread some love. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, man. Nothing but peace and blessings out here, man. Hey, man, love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Stay blessed, etc. Man, I hope everyone's having a good night. I'm gonna see some of y'all tomorrow. And yeah, community work, man. There it is. Peace.